What is up, everybody? I am your host and longest reigning WWE pay-per-view champion of all time, the hot commodity Ant. Welcome to the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. And today I am covering WWE Friday Night SmackDown from June 16, 2023, live from the University of Kentucky in Lexington, Kentucky. And we start out SmackDown with the arrival of Roman Reigns, the WWE champion, with Paul Heyman. They arrive in a Hummer. We have our number one contendership tag team gauntlet match. The winners will go on to face the tag team champions at Money in the Bank, or I think at a SmackDown, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Money in the Bank. The Street Profits did pretty good. They had a pretty decent. They didn't really last long, but it's Street Profits versus the Brawling Brutes to start off, and the Brutes and the running the gauntlet till they get to the end and they take on Pretty Deadly and Sheamus hits a Celtic cross, but Elton Prince then nails a flying leg drop on Sheamus, and Pretty Deadly steal this. I'm a big fan of Pretty Deadly. I think they're a different type of team. They have a huge personality. They're odd, they're different, but I do like that they're able to get in the ring and mix it up. They stole the victory here. I'm excited to see these two guys compete for the tag team title. Some new faces in the tag division. Um, After though, Pretty Deadly celebrate. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens come out. They trash talk each other, and then Pretty Deadly just basically walk out. So again, I'm excited to see that. Paul Heyman's backstage. He's talking to Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Roman says I'm still Tribal Chief, and Jey should be reaching out to me. Go talk to Jey now. We then have a match between Iyo Sky and Zelina Vega, and Zelina Vega gets the win after um, Bailey accidentally distracts the referee while Iyo Sky is rolling up Zelina, and then Zelina nails a 619 and gets a 3. We're seeing damage control break before us. I am excited that Zelina Vega got the victory here. She normally doesn't get a lot of time, so to be able to see her get an opportunity and get the victory was good. Iyo Sky is one of my favorite women's wrestlers, so kudos to her. But yeah, that's it. Zelina Vega looking good. We then get the Grayson Waller effect with the number one contender for the for the WWE Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair. He welcomes the 14-time champion. Charlotte comes out. Grayson said in 2 weeks, you and Asuka are going to battle for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Like the time you ended Asuka's undefeated streak, it will be the same thing. And then Charlotte says, hit me with your questions. Grayson says, will you become a 15-time champion? And Charlotte says, 15, 16. Since we're talking numbers, I have Asuka's. That's when Bianca Belair comes out, and Bianca says, I lost my title, was told I was going to get a rematch, but here comes Charlotte Flair. Am I tripping? Charlotte says, hello, EST. With all due respect, I don't write the rules, so no, I won't apologize. The line starts and ends with me. I didn't get a rematch from Rhea. Bianca says, I got beat and I stayed. I didn't hide for 3 months. Charlotte says, do you think I ran away? I've picked myself up every time I lost. I am the champion with or without a title. Are you? Bianca says, I am the longest reigning women's champion of the modern era. Put some respect on my name. I will be ringside for your match. No matter who wins, I'm calling my shot, and the title is coming to me. Bianca definitely won this promo. Strong words. She's letting Charlotte know you're not just going to get this title without me standing in the way. I definitely think Bianca is definitely a match for Charlotte. Charlotte needs to watch her back. Paul talking to Jey Uso. Paul says, Jimmy wanted to embarrass you. For that, I'm sorry. Jey says, I'm sorry that if I'm in, you're still out. So James is not playing with Paul. I tell him, listen, I don't want to be in with you. We then get a mixed tag match. We see Karrion Kross and Scarlett defeat the team of AJ Styles and Mia Yim after Karrion Kross applies a cross jacket, nails a cross hammer, and a modified face plant 3 count after Scarlett distracted AJ Styles. AJ Styles is saying I'm married bitch to Scarlett because Scarlett tries to flirt. Decent tag match, not a lot of action here to really go by, but Karrion Kross gets the victory here over AJ and all these other people. So Paul Heyman was talking to Roman Reigns backstage. Paul gets nervous and Solo asks if he needs him to handle this, and Roman says we still got time. We see Baron Corbin attack Cameron Grimes backstage. Rey Mysterio comes down and races, I reform the LWO. The person I'm about to introduce will be the next Mr. Money in the Bank, Santos Escobar. Santos comes out and says, I'm fighting for you and for everyone who has had a dream. And that's when LA Knight comes out. And then we get the smash between the two of them, and Santos Escobar gets the win after LA Knight rolls up Escobar and grabs the rope. But Santos is able to roll up LA and get the victory after LA attacks Santos until Ray runs in. So LA Knight and Santos Escobar, both men are involved in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Santos getting momentum heading into there. We then have our last segment of the night. We have the WWE Champion Roman Reigns. He comes out with Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman. And Roman says, acknowledge me. That's when Jey Uso comes out. Roman says, they want answers, Jey. Are you in or are you out? Jey says, you tell me, Us. It's either him or me. Him being Paul Heyman. Roman says, when you're tribal chief, you can pick anyone to be your wise man. This is mine. He's here to help me as I lead. I was meant to get us to the promised land, and you're here to keep us there. We've been grooming you now for 3 years. Roman says, you're meant to lead, just not yet. The problem is your brother, and you're inseparable. Jimmy Uso's come out. Jimmy says, the problem is our cousin. You say you a leader, but he's using you. You believe this garbage over me? Roman says, it took 10 years to get y'all in WrestleMania. He's an anchor, I'm wings. I lift you up, he brings you down. You can't be tribal chief and the twin at the same time. Reality is when we named Jey the right-hand man, who had a problem with it? He looks over at Jey. Jey says, that true? Jimmy says, it's true, man. Jey says, this whole time you doubted me. I don't expect that from you. Listen to your older brother, Joshua. In reality, I was trying to keep up with your ass. Mr. Prom King, a blessing happened. You got injured. I stepped up. I main event Uso because of Roman Reigns. Guess what? You out. And I'm out too. And then Jey super kicks Roman Reigns. They nail a double super kick to Solo and a second super kick to Roman Reigns. And the Usos have ignited a civil war. We have come to the end of the bloodline as we know it. The Usos will be taking on Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa live in London at Money in the Bank. The Bloodline Civil War is upon us. I want to thank you guys for checking out this episode of SmackDown. We will be back with Monday Night Raw, Collision, Dynamite, and a lot more. Stay tuned and stay uncensored.